Hey guys, Pommy Maniac here, and I have not played the new Strife Battlefield. I had a hurricane hit my location of the world, and we got hit with tornadoes and power outage and internet outage, and people were being evacuated. It was the whole thing. So I haven't made content in a couple days. Also, I'm still a little sore at the developers, man. I don't know, dude. Like, them being nice dudes and being cool and like supporting YouTube content creators. And making bad decisions, no problem. Them dismissing content creators altogether and also making bad decisions it's getting under my skin a little bit. So it's coming out in my content. I'm from New York, man. We don't hold back on our feelings up there. Like, if someone gets in your way, you say, "Get the fuck out of my way, motherfucker." Like, that's what you do, right? That's just kind of how it goes. Anyway, that's how it is. And you can still be the nicest guy. You say that with a smile on your face. So a lot of people in different parts of the world, they don't really get the anger and the aggression and all that. But that's just the way I was brought up. So when dudes say dumb things that get me a little upset, or do some updates that are dumb, or make stupid decisions, or run their company poorly, I'm on it. I'm that honest guy. I run a couple businesses with the same mindset, and people appreciate the honesty, or they don't hire my company. In any case, here's the build. Here's the build, guys. I know a minute and a half of me talking about things that are not King God Castle and all that kind of shit. We are gonna try a low power level Rutrow Raggy. Low power level build in Strife Battlefield. I really am a big fan of Victoria. They have fixed a lot of her pathing issues, and they gave her a pretty significant damage boost in the latest patch. So if you go to the update notes, and we scroll down for a half hour, so they increased her attack by 20%. That is a lot. And in Strife Battlefield, Victoria gets an additional 25% damage bonus. Okay, so it's pretty strong. Now, problem with Victoria is once she does her burst damage, you're pretty much out of luck. You have to manipulate the battlefield to make it so that she can walk again. So we're gonna do that. So here's the build, guys. I'm gonna pretend like you don't know how these relics work, and I'll share some stuff. So you got yourself a Victoria. You give her Hammer of Judgment. Okay. Whenever she hits somebody, she's going to recover someone near her by 30% of the damage dealt, which is pretty solid, especially if you have 2 or 3 of them. You're pretty much, you have a healer in your carry. It's pretty good. She gets plus 40% attack if you get this thing up to at least level 20, and it increases final damage dealt by 20%. That's all really, really important for this, right? In the accessory, we'll do accessories next. We want as much special damage as we can get. So we have 53%. This is the highest I can achieve so far. I have 2 earrings to accomplish this, and I could probably if I spent all my shards right now, I could probably get this to like 70%. But that's where it is. So 53%. That's the special damage. So then let's look at this. Barbarian Necklace does this is the part of the build. This is what makes the build work. So you get a flat 60% additional attack. Then on 3-piece, you subtract 10% final attack, which is a bitch, but then deals 50% special damage to 3 targets upon dealing normal damage after using the skill. And then the 5th piece gives you an additional 120% final damage. So there's a lot of stacking going on right now. There's so much. So you're going to take all that and you're going to look at her stats. Okay, so when she moves, she recovers 40 MP. You get plus 2 final damage for every 4.5 movement speed that exceeds 150 movement speed. Okay, so we're gonna get a lot of final damage on after 3 steps. We'll calculate that in a second. Mounts her horse, and then she increases her movement speed by 30. So right away, she's gonna go from 150 to 180, which is gonna give you more final attack damage. So it's roughly 2 divided by 30, right? So it's 15 times 2. So it's 30% final damage baked right into her normal kit. Then Rampage says you're going to get an additional 1% final damage for every 2 movement speed that exceeds 225. So there's a lot of movement speed based final damage is going to be happening. So what you do is you throw combat boots of advancement here. This is going to increase her movement speed by 120%, which calculates out to this divided by 5 almost, times 2, right? So it's like 120 divided by 5 times 2. It's an additional 48% attack. That's on the level 8. And then there's another final attack that's being calculated on the Awakening ability, which I'm not going to go into. It's another 50 or so attack, right? So what ends up happening is you end up having almost 80 final attack on level 8 ability. And then you end up having another like 60 or so, 60 final attack on Awakening. Then you throw a Lunaire on her, right? So Lunaire gives plus 20% movement speed for this Swift Blessing. So if you can get 2 Lunaires, that comes out to yet another... gives another 30 movement speed, which comes out to, again, another 24 final attack. Right? So this is all your you're stacking. We're stacking, we're stacking, we're stacking. Now what you look at is you look at, okay, now that I have final attack all calculated, what else can I do to make her attack higher? Well, of course, you give her attack relics. You're going to get the plus 60% attack here. And that increases her attack. And then Lunaire, I have my Lunaire built with attack stats, so she's going to give 37 plus her 89. It's going to bring her to like 120 roughly when you calculate it all, plus 80% attack here. And she's going to give 90% of her attack and spell power to Victoria, right? So we're just going to keep growing the bottom number. That's going to be multiplied by the top number. Alright, so that basically means is Victoria's attack, base attack, is probably going to be some ridiculous ass number. So it's 124, but it's going to be boosted. It's going to be like 500 or 600 plus. That's going to be her tier 1, and it's going to scale based on other stuff. So it's going to be pretty high. Then what you do is you have Shock Trooper's Mace, which increases her normal attack by 70%. Alright? That's another final attack. 70% final boost by Mace. So that is a lot of stacking. Alright? Now the way the build works is it takes all of that plus anything else you can give her. Like Patros, if you could get Patros, like, to pop right away, which it doesn't really. It would be a really hard thing to have happen because he is melee. So I'm not even going to talk about that. You take all of that damage, and then you basically deal 50% of all of that to 3 targets, and then, oh yeah, you have an additional 120% final damage baked into the kit. So 120 from set bonus. Like it's pretty high. It stacks pretty high. Okay. So when you give Victoria another 20% base attack, that's the number at the bottom of this pile of stat bonuses. So that's why giving Victoria like any attack boost at all is just insane. It's absolutely fucking insane. So with that being said, the build relies on Victoria hitting like a bus. You want to have a couple of them. A tier 1 Victoria with this build will do between 150 and 200k damage. Like, just on her own. Instant burst damage. Okay? It's pretty good. So there's a couple things that we have to worry about in Strife Battlefield, which is heat. And it doesn't matter, even if you do a lot of damage, if the person has a lot of defense, it'll mitigate that damage. So we gotta work around that. We have to keep our Victoria alive. And then there are the people who don't insta-die. we have to deal with those people, right? So Victoria is going to be hitting like a bus, like a total bus. I want like 2 or 3 Victorias. Where Victoria historically would lose is against Slime Round. We usually have a problem, and any round where people keep spawning is hard, and boss rounds are hard. So we're going to try to overcome that in a few different ways. First thing is we have a Gaith. Gaith is running Ocean Set along with Drum of Advancement. So a Gaith is going to be taking a lot of pressure, a lot of damage off of my other heroes. And a Gaith is going to be getting healed by the Victorias. So it's going to kind of work out in this weird kind of way. We're doing Retribution. So damage taken and damage reduction values are fixed to 40% and 10% respectively when protection of radius ends. Physical damage equal to total damage taken instead of allies is added to the next normal attack. So sacrifice is healing, and so the Gaith has to die in order for people to get that benefit. I don't want the Gaith to die, so I'm going to go with Retribution. It's not a lot. It's kind of like a big old mirror damage. But what I like about this though is that a Gaith is going to be giving people guard, a decent amount of guard too. Like we're talking 71 plus all of these stat bonuses plus drum. So she's going to be giving people like, when she's tier 1 and 2, she'll be giving people like 250, about 225 defense. When she's silver, she'll be giving like 450 defense. When she's gold, she'll be giving like 700 defense, right? So she's going to be giving everybody defense on top of all the defense that they already have. And then she's going to mitigate that further by 40%. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's like, she's going to be keeping people alive. And I don't mind if I have 2 Gaiths on the field. It's just that they're overlapping. They're absorbing damage. So Gaith is pretty strong in this build. And so I have my Gaith now. With this build, with Victoria, Fear Set Tayson, in my opinion, is very important. In fact, I probably can change my altars with this set. We're going to change altars, because if I don't insta-win the fight, it doesn't, like, the mighty blocks don't matter as much. So, basically what we do is we take Fear Set, we have a... Oh shit, I have the wrong Menace build on this guy. Which is the wrong, is it this one? Hold on. Alright, this is actually more like it. We have 70 Menace, so that Menace plus the 50 Menace plus the, plus the 40 Menace. So basically, we're going to be utilizing Tayson to rip armor off of people. Menace works a little bit different than Guard does. It just does a straight deduction on the defense. It removes defense, it strips it off, which means we'll be able to do high heat stuff. And we also have Central Region's Greatsword, which does the additional 30% damage taken. The reason why I like it on Tayson is I will put a Tayson here and put a Tayson here on the battlefield. We'll use Mage Altar, and he'll insta-pop and apply that debuff to everybody. Why that's important is that needs to happen immediately, so when Victoria hits like a bus, everybody's defenses are down. So he is the best fear delivery system for Victoria, in my opinion. Okay, so Tayson does what Tayson does. He punches the air, he gives everybody exposed weakness, and he gives everybody fear. He menaces them, basically. And then Victoria is going to run up the side and hopefully obliterate a bunch of people. I need a few Victorias, all right? So the issue is going to be what happens after Victoria hits. So if she hits and people are still standing, Victoria is kind of useless at that point. So first thing is, we want Taysons to be doing a lot more Tayson stuff. We want him to be pulling people and moving people, manipulating the battlefield. So that will be happening on its own. But also I want other people to manipulate the battlefield. So that's where we have Lyca. So Lyca is a new build, okay? And what I like about Lyca is that Lyca is going to be stun locking down, individuals. I could do Obsession, honestly. Obsession might be good for this because he would hard target the highest tier enemy, but he can't lock down bosses, so it feels kind of wasted. So Wild Nature basically will help Lyca bounce all over the battlefield a little bit faster and attack different targets. So we're going to be applying stun. I might want like 3 or 4 Lycas. It's going to be a very wide team. And so we're going to be really relying on having these guys disrupting the battlefield. Then we have Mayu. So Mayu is going to be my front line. As you can see, I am just using as much defense as I can get. A lot of spell defense, a lot of physical defense. On Mayu, we're using Hardening, which, again, everything he has that heals him. He heals 15% of max HP per second. Additional crit damage, which doesn't matter in this case, because we're here for the stun. I do have his pay-to-win legacy. I don't think it's necessary. Honestly, you could put a lot of other free-to-play legacies on him just to give him more defense. What he's here for is to pick up the enemy and put them behind him. So that Victoria, who is going to be... Victoria needs to be walking as often as possible to build up her MP and to build up her damage, and Mayu is going to be a big part of that. It's also good to have a strong front line, so Mayu is going to be my frontliner. I mean, so I would like you might want to use like Dandelion and stuff like that, but Mayu is better because of the battlefield manipulation. That's what it comes down to, and I'm already getting all like my exposed weakness from somebody else, so that's what we're using here. And then, of course, we have Lunaire, who I already showed you, and Lunaire is here just to make bigger boom on Victoria. So that is the entire build, guys. I hope I made that palatable. We are using also Fear Relic because if Victoria doesn't insta-kill the people who are still left standing, Lyca and Mayu kind of become the cleanup team, and Victoria will never have that same initial boom again, as much anyway. So these guys need all the help they can get with damage, and that's what Fear Relic is for. It's just going to keep giving them more and more damage to the remaining people on the battlefield. There's probably some other battlefield manipulation tactics we could use, but I think this is the best I could come up with the structure. And with that being said, we're going to play Strife. Again, this is my first time since they added the extra stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I'm getting a lot of bonuses. Mayu gets bonuses in this build right now, Season 48. Lyca's getting bonuses. Victoria's getting bonuses. Agath is getting bonuses. So Taeson's the only one. And Lunaire should be getting this for sure. We don't need Lunaire's like Mel needs Lunaire's. We just need them for the initial hit. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have them later on, but there's a reason why I'm not going to chase Mighty Blocks as hard with this build, because I have to hit hard and win right away. So, all right, let's get into the fight, see what happens. Oh gosh, what is this? The one with the most, I don't even know. I couldn't read that because this game is dumb. All right, well, I have no idea what those are. This is a brand new strategy. Somebody picked it. We're going to go for Frost Tribe and hit start. So I'm assuming those cards are... So people picked... Oh, I can still pick. Sure. Path of the Wealthy. Pick Path of the Wealthy, I guess. So we get to do something if we have more silver than other people. That feels like a good idea. Hey, we got what we want. We're gonna go here, probably drop this here, drop drum, grab this, because we're doing Path of the Wealthy, so we have to be wealthy. So we're adding Exposed Weakness, and Victoria is doing almost 1,000,000 damage at tier 2. Isn't that amazingly crazy? Because that's all the bonus. That's just a couple, dude. That used to be a half. It used to be a half mil, but now it's 800,000. It's crazy. We're gonna look. We want to get our strats right now. We'll make Tayson a bigger boy, and we'll add a Gaith here. Actually, no, 2 Taysons. 2 Taysons. Let's go see what we're gonna get. This is great. Altar of Blood is 2 Mighty Blocks. That's really solid, guys. I have no complaints. I'm gonna do a refresh and see if I can find another moneymaker. Nah. So ice really hurts Victoria. Not as much if we have a good front line, because she'll just stay frozen and you're saving her damage for when she can come out. So we're going to pop this again. I think I'm going to do double Lunaire. Like this. So now she's going to run this way and go up this way. Let's go look for shmonies. Let's not go... Man, I really don't want this. Okay, we're going to go for a freeze. And Victoria's going to run, do damage. And yeah, we're in good spot. Let's see, how much damage is Victoria doing? About 1 million. That's pretty good. Sword is okay. Yeah, 1 million damage. That's absolutely bonkers. We're in a weird spot with money right now. 4 silver. Yeah, we need to get Victoria a lot higher than she is. It'd probably be good for a Gaith to be turned on too. So we're gonna have to expand. Next round is the slime round, and we might lose that simply because we're not ready. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh man, this would be okay. Damn it. Okay, we sell a Gaith. We pop. We do Lyca. I think I do this. And this is gonna feel dumb. But I feel like this is my only real shot of staying alive. So let's just do it. We'll buy this guy. We'll take defense. We could totally use it. I don't know how it's gonna be. We're gonna rip off all their defense. Now Victoria is kind of useless, right? Because she's not walking. Yeah, we don't win this, dudes. This is a hard one for Victoria. So somebody has to pick a card. Okay, at the beginning of the next. God. I'm gonna go with this. 1 silver for every 2 silver held. Yeah, sure. We all get to have silver, that's fine. Sharp sword. That's just an immediate damage boost for her. I'll talk about that in a moment. I'm a little tight for time right now. Damn, dudes. Okay, so I guess we go here. Interesting. Swap this. And let's roll. Yeah, so this basically gives 50% attack to all heroes, which means that Victoria is now doing almost 2 million damage. Baby Victoria is doing 400k. You know, we lost slime round, but we're gonna win a lot of. We'll be able to make up that ground in other rounds. So this is not the. This is the guy we want. We want these. I'll take the attack speed. We'll pop this. We'll do this, and we should get some silver for this. 4 and 4. And we'll do tribe. So drop this, get this, go look for a strat, maybe more damage. We'll do this, just boosts her damage even further. And now it's time for some more growth. I mean, at this point, we'll just do this. Lyca has yet to... Oh my god, what is this? Okay, I don't really know how that works yet, guys. It's not really explained very well. And it's just too much other shit for me to worry about. So we win this with Baby Victoria. Baby Victoria does 500,000 damage. Alright, we have our first Mayu on the field. Give this here. We're gonna hang. Banshee's okay. Interesting. So we'll just do this for the refreshes for next turn. They've oh, there we go. They really reduced the amount of BTSs you find. We'll have this on round 10. That's not terrible. And more attack speed's okay. Attack speed's okay for like Lyca and for Mayu, who we have yet to have on the field. Strife likes to suppress characters. Lots of ice, dudes. Lots of ice. That's why it's important to have multiple Victorias. Like, spread them out. Because we'll get frozen. This is going to be a tough round for us. We'll do this. We'll drop this. We'll do that. I'm going to probably save money here. BTS. And I guess we'll just drop this guy. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. We definitely need Mayu out there. Fuck, man. But I'm like a stronger Mayu, not like that Mayu. If we get frozen, we're going to be royally screwed. The problem is this guy pops a guy. When you kill him, he makes 2 big slimes. When you kill those slimes, he makes 2 baby slimes. I don't think we're going to be able to kill these fast enough to get here. We'll see. Yeah, see, they're just stopping. We're relying on Lyca to do area of effect damage. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll get through it. Okay, now we just run up here. And now we gotta hope we can kill these guys fast enough. Okay, we did it. We did it. If it was higher heat, we would have an issue. But you can kind of see how slimes give Victoria a hard time. I will say, Victoria's pathing has gotten a lot better. Like, significantly better than it used to be. So, finally, they have a character that's sort of good. I'm going to go Sword. This just gives our... Now we have Mighty Blocks, which is super big. We're going to expand, bring Mayu in, throw this here. Give our Victoria bigger muscles. I have not really seen a lot of double ups, dudes. We've been getting screwed on our double ups. Plus, in this case, the 2% damage dealt is 2% final damage. That feels strong. Nah, we'll go attack speed. Yeah, I mean, 2%, it just doesn't sound like a lot, but, like, remember the math, dudes. Remember this. Adding 2% to the top number. Mighty Blocks are important. Come on, guys. Do we have enough battlefield manipulation to pull off 146 heat? I think maybe. Victoria? Oh, man. No, we don't have it. We don't have it. What in the hell is this? I'll increase the troop size. That feels good. Sure. Alright, I mean, I'm not too upset by what those free things do give you. Free silver. Sure, we'll just drop boss for boss purposes. Wow, a Mayu, that's not bad. Let's do that. 2 Lycas. Yeah. So, Lyca's here to disrupt the battlefield. That's kind of why we want them. No. You. Bad. Alright. Let's just do that. Oh shit. We're still fucked up. Waste a lot of time dealing with these dumb people. So Lycas are stunning the back line. I mean, they're doing okay. I think you need a lot of Lycas for them to make sense in Strife. which means I'm probably holding and expanding again. So now we throw these to the front. Move this back. And let's go find some, probably these. I don't want to lock here. I need more big damage. Focus and defense is not good right now. Devil's Blood is actually... So we're going to immediately increase the movement speed by 30% of our biggest hero. So that's why we do Devil's Blood. Movement speed is just another, what's that? Like another 30% divided by 250. So it's another like 30 final damage, roughly, I think. Maybe more. Plus the other stuff. So that means we're going to hit for 1.7 mil, like right out the box. It's pretty damn good. And this is low heat, so, you know, of course it's going to hit really good. Let's get some more people out. I'm going to get another Mayu out there. Do I have Anji out yet? Am I, like, on drugs? That might be another reason why we're getting our ass handed to us. I don't remember. No, we don't have a single Anji out, dudes. Let's get that happening. We'll do that. Extra sword. Chao's okay. Plus 2% final. We'll hang on to this. We'll clear this, no problem, guys. We're playing again. We're playing a bunch of new guys. Oh, this, who the hell? Kane? Oh no. Oh no. They don't know what they doing. This is hysterical. Good for you. A lot of Diaz and a Garab, man. Ice is a bitch. Ice is a bitch, man. See this? We're still frozen. We're still frozen. My main carry. And now she's going to come over here and just pop all that damage. So, baby Victoria's got it, though. So it's time for us to get one more Victoria on the field. This is a very, very greedy build. So instead of Victoria, since we can't, I'll do another Lyca. We'll drop this. Sell this, expand one more time, and do another one of these guys. We are now very shallow, a little too shallow, so we're gonna have to work on that. We'll grab the final damage. Of course, we'll grab that and grab some of this. So we're gonna hang here. Let's go peek at who we're attacking. 122. I think we can wipe them out with a Sargula. So we'll sell this Sargula. And now we just need everyone to be bigger. I do want another Victoria here, but we'll probably remove Lyca and do Victoria. So lots of stuns. You know, it's doing everything it was supposed to be doing. It's doing everything it was supposed to. So 122 heat, we didn't even feel it. We're stripping all of that 976 defense is being stripped down. We're able to do a lot of damage, so that's almost 4 million damage. That's pretty good. This is going to be a tough one for us. We'll do this on here. Think about my life choices. So we just want to be really offensive during this round. 6 silver. Yeah, we'll lock on that. Okay, we didn't get frozen this time, so we have that going for us. Victoria can't seem to find the battlefield. When she hit, actually, her special damage did not pop. That is something that happens occasionally. But I think we'll clear this. Maybe not. Damn. We would have, dudes, if Victoria could have found the battlefield, but she got stuck in pathing, which is a problem. I don't know. I don't even know what those things feel so awkward. We'll grab the silver. Look for bosses to fight. I haven't seen a single Sharp Claws also. This is bad for us. Because we're not getting that damage initial right away. So I'm gonna go with this, guys. It feels bad, but we need the power-ups. We need the power-ups, and we got the power-ups. We got exactly what we need. Yeah, we got exactly what we need. So hopefully Victoria can actually get to where she needs to go. Maybe I'll do this instead so she has a funnel to run up. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Let's give her like a Lunaire funnel. Except Lunaire's on the wrong person. That's an issue. We'll deal with that. We're going to continue to grow our team. Pop this over. Lunaire's, man. You are killing me. Alright, fine. Stop it. I wish you could like lock where they attach. Damn. It's gonna feel a little weird, but we'll do it. I'm honestly just trying to get some assault out there. Everything feels weird. I have to work on what I'm doing here. There's another way to do this, but Victoria's frozen. Very annoying. But we're going to lock them down with all of those Lycas. So Lyca basically takes the game for us today. We got some damage out. Look at this 2-star. Victoria did 1.1 million damage. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these to the back. Bring these to the back. And then have Victoria's line up like this. And then I'll pop this. Do it in the Lyca. Right? This feels like it could be good. Alright, let's go find stuff. Ice always hurts enemies. Oh, wow. That's actually really important. I'll take it. Okay, the reason why I'm doing this is so that Victorious can actually get where they need to. We have lots of Taysons. So Victorias are actually running now and doing what they should be doing. So that's a much better formation. 146 heat, no sweat. We ended up doing almost 8 million damage with me and Victoria. We're going to continue to do this. Combine. That's not the best idea, but We'll just keep giving Gaith good stuff. Yellow is not bad. Stunner. Think about my life choices. We did cut a Victoria from the field. I think... Damn. I really want another Victoria. Well, we'll combine these. Look for another Victoria after. This is a tough one. These guys do a lot of burst damage. Let's see if we can disrupt a lot of that with all the Taysons that we have. We do have a Sargula boss on the field. Sargula's down here right now. There's two of them, actually. Did we beat them? There's one right here. See, Sargula's actually not bad for Victoria because she teleports around. Maybe. It's a lot of damage. It just takes forever. We just can't get the damage out. Yeah, that's a tough. The Circle is tough for this build for sure. Alright. So that's okay. Giving strong Lycas more defense here. Giving strong Lycas bows just makes it so that they teleport and disrupt the field faster. We kind of just want to be aggressive. Double Banshee is pretty good. So we're attacking here. They're going to have to deal with double Banshee. That's 1, 2, 3 feared at least. We're going to fear the main. It's going to slow them down quite a bit. I like their Lyca. This is actually a pretty hysterical build. It's not bad. Okay, they're raining a bunch of like nonsense mobs on us. Slimes on us is actually pretty good. It kind of disrupts us quite a bit. Victoria is being held up by them. Yeah, but we're doing okay. We're doing okay. 10 million damage, 11 million. So Victoria's doing super good. And oh my gosh, look at her, look at their Tias, dude. Death by 1,000 cuts, man. They're jumping all over the field. I don't think that they can do enough damage to stop these bosses, though. It's funny to watch. Right? What is their build? Like, what kind of drugs are they on? No, I can't even see what their build is. Alright guys, that is Victoria. I'll climb with this for a little bit. It seems pretty fun. There's some obvious flaws. But, you know, we do things. And I think that there might be a way for us to overcome bosses with this build. I just gotta figure out how to tweak it. Maybe Anji's not the right one, but she does... I think that she's like kind of a Gaith, excuse me. I think a Gaith is kind of an unsung hero in this build. It keeps the guys alive. I'll figure it out. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.